Hi, my name is Kyle La Thea Sabay.
My name is Ednel de Asis.
My name is Geroginna Desuasido.
Hi, I am June Famur Jr.
I'm 18 years old.
I am 26 years old.
48 years old.
I'm 24 years old.
And it's already been 14 years since I've recognized myself as an artist.
2 to 3 years.
And I've been a makeup artist for about 23 years now.
I started way back January 2018. It is almost 3 years. 3 years. Yeah, we're getting 3 years.
Who are my biggest influences and why? There are actually a lot of people who influenced me in pursuing art. One of those is my art teacher way back in elementary days, who temporarily taught me the essence of art. And I guess that's what really pushed me to become an artist that I am now.
Honestly, the people who have influenced me to do what I do now are mostly people from the internet. Ever since I got my first smartphone, I started documenting things about my life so that I would be able to look back on them whenever I feel nostalgic. So during my time, art was not something that was considered to be able to make a living out of. And when my relatives or friends used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grow up, what I told them was that I wanted to be a filmmaker or something of that nature. And obviously, since it's not really something a normal person would take to be able to make a living out of it, they wanted me to be a doctor, a lawyer, even a seafarer. So in the end, after graduating high school, I ended up taking seafaring for my college degree. And a few years later, I graduated and started to work on board the ship. So a few years after graduating college, I then stumbled upon videos from Peter McKinnon and Gary Vaynerchuk, and both of them inspired me to take the risk and pursue my dreams. So when I found this YouTube channel a few years ago, I got inspired with how he was able to turn a normal day, just like when he was cleaning out his garage, into something fun to watch and cinematic as if it was a movie. It made me realize that I can also do that because I had some experience when I was in high school. So I picked up a camera and started practicing over and over again until I got to this point right here. So with Gary V, he actually influenced me to do what I love and not get swayed with what anything negative anybody else says about what I do. So the second thing is to be self-aware of what you're actually good at and start owning your skills to be even better at it.
So my biggest influences in makeup when I started back in the 90s was Kevin Aquan and Kabuki Starshine. I loved Kevin Aquan because he was just ahead of his time and he managed to transform different faces into other things. I loved Kabuki Starshine's artistry because it was just out of this world.
Some of my friends that are local artists too in photography here in Iloilo, and I watch some YouTube videos of some vloggers like Peter McKinnon from Canada, and that's why I enhance my skills when it comes to photography.
Doing art has been my passion, and it's already been a part of my life. I think having these artistic hands are what I am born with.
So the reason why I decided to pursue this craft or this art is because I wanted to make use of the talents that I have, and it is what makes me happy. So yeah, simple as that.
So I was working for 15 years before I decided to pursue makeup as a career. I got so tired of brand work and I've always known that this is what I wanted to do. And one day I decided that, there's not going to be a plan B for me. This is what I was going to do, and I pursued it head on. I think every makeup artist needs to start out doing clean makeup and perfecting clean makeup before moving on to the more creative stuff so that the work is always perfect. I do a lot of things, so I do not have a particular favorite because I airbrush, I do special effects as well as beauty and glamour makeup. So I think the most important thing there is to practice, 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 and to never stop learning. You have to be, you always have to keep on learning to improve your craft. A lot of people feel that makeup is a fluff job, you know, it's not that important. But when you get to meet as many people as I have, you know, when they sit in your chair and you beautify them, you realize that uplifting someone's sense of self-worth and making them beautiful plays a big, big role in one's self-confidence. So I think that, you know, we help people feel good by making them look good.
I decided to pursue art of photography. It is one of my stress reliever when it comes to shoot out of the streets here in Iloilo City. When you snap a photo with joy, happiness, sadness, or fear in life, because I mostly shoot street photography.
I've started sketching when I was 4 years old. It took me years for me to be able to master the style which I'm currently using today. The more I am exposed to art, the more I gained improvements in regards to my art style.
I've always been into video editing ever since I was in high school. I wanted to make videos about things in class, in school, make documentaries and stuff like that. And what encouraged me to pursue it is because it is what makes me happy.
What encouraged me to pursue makeup is, number one, my love for it. The hardest thing for me is to just get up in the morning and then get to where I'm supposed to be. But when I'm there, I'm happy the whole day. So that love for makeup and that passion that I have makes it not boring, and I think it's the perfect job for me.
For me, it took years to develop your own style in photography, because it is just it is not just one snap or one click away, and that encourages me to pursue my own style, because I want to showcase the people here in our city.
For me, the primary role of an artist is to inspire and give color to the world.
Well, to me, a local artist can be a role model to those aspiring to pursue the same craft. I mean, I did not have that role model when I was in high school, and the internet back then was not the same as it is right now, and locally, there was no one to look up to. Today, there are a lot of creators in the city alone specializing in different areas that are willing to help aspiring artists to pursue their craft and get better at it.
In terms of makeup, it takes up many forms. For beauty makeup, when you have a client sitting in your chair, it's, you know, you transforming her into a better version of herself. When I'm doing movies, I'm transforming a character into what the script dictates or what the story needs.
Our role as a local artist here in Iloilo City or society is to showcase the people, the beauty, and the community and culture of an Ilonggo.
I think art is like a silent voice. Artists may not speak a lot and are not that verbal, but they speak themselves through creativity. It's like art serves as our voice to express ourselves openly.
So to me, art is something that makes me be able to express myself. It gives me the freedom to create something I enjoy, while at the same time makes other people see things in a different perspective, the way I see them.
So art has many forms, and I think my art is a way of life. Sharing my knowledge and passion to the newer and younger artists who are trying to break into the industry now?
Photography or art means a lot for me because it's expressing myself in through art with creativity.
So I guess my advice for those aspiring artists is that there's always enough room for improvements. Based on my experience, doing art really takes a lot of patience. But everybody can still achieve it. Not only because it requires talent, but it can be developed and learned as a skill. So, as everybody tells us, practice makes perfect. It only requires effort and hard work. Yun lang.
So I have a few tips to young local artists aspiring to be like me. So the first thing is to be self-aware about what you're capable of and trying out as many things as possible. Try to figure out what you're good at and what you're actually happy doing. So yeah. So the second tip that I can give is to not let anyone's opinion drag you down or lead you astray from what you actually think is the right thing to do. Like with my very own experience, I got swayed into doing something that I didn't want to do, which is seafaring. And I was lucky because I was able to break free and pursue my own craft of filmmaking. So the moment I took full control of my life and not mind what anybody else says, that's when I actually started to enjoy my craft. So the third tip that I'm going to give is just to keep practicing and practicing over and over again. Just try to keep better at what you're doing because that is what's going to give you results. That is what's going to let you achieve what you've been dreaming of. So yeah. So ultimately in the end, what matters is what makes us happy. As creators, we should make our own choices, write our own stories, and not have any regrets.
So tips for aspiring makeup artists. Number 1, choose a good teacher and choose a good school. You'll only be as good as your teacher where makeup is concerned. Number 2, put in the time. You need about 2 to 3 years to gather the clients and make a name for yourself before you can actually make money from it just as makeup alone. Number 3, you need to hustle. You need to do your best every single day and you cannot get tired of it because if this is your passion, you'll love it anyway. So you just need to hustle. Those are my tips.
The tips that I can give to the young local artists here in Iloilo City is to continue your passion, find your own creativity or create your own style, continue dreaming, attend some workshops, read books, and most of all is stay young.